what were some of the preconceived notions you had of Ghana and maybe Africa in general before getting here?
Oh, we had the idea that they are swinging in trees, they're not living in proper houses and things like that. But when you get there, you see mansions upon mansions and mansions, and there are so many things. You see the love of the people. So that was it for me.
Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of the vlog. My name is Ndiro Ganga, and today we're still in the Caribbean and we're talking to a fantastic lady who's been in Ghana for over a decade, guys. She's been here for over 10 years and she's about to share her experience with us of how it was leaving the Caribbean, coming to Ghana, how she's finding it, the differences, the similarities, and just experiencing general. Dr. Susan, thank you for making time.
You're welcome.
Okay, so introduce yourself, who you were, and what you do.
My name is Dr. Susan Alfred. I'm the president of the Ghana Caribbean Chamber of Commerce, coming out of Trinidad. So I'm part Trinidadian, part Ghanaian.
Oh, talk to us about your Ghanaian roots.
My relatives is from Cape Coast, and they live in Kasoa now. So we enjoy the experience being part of something.
So talk to us a little bit about yourself. Were you born here? Were you born in Trinidad? How was it?
I was born in Trinidad. I grew up in Trinidad. I lived in the U.S. I migrated from the U.S. to Ghana. So I had the tree of the best worlds: Caribbean, U.S., Ghana.
Talk to us a little bit, because some of us have never been to the Caribbean. We just hear Caribbean countries, Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua, Jamaica. How was it growing up in the Caribbean, or how is it there?
The Caribbean, number one, is home, freedom, peace. It's a lovely, lovely set of islands, countries. Trinidad and Tobago is a twin island. We have Barbados, St. Kitts, Nevis, Suriname, there's Guadeloupe, Martinique. See, the Caribbean have a different aspect of Spanish-speaking countries, Portuguese-speaking, English-speaking, and so forth. So it's a melting pot of good things. It's just so beautiful, like Trinidad. It's the best carnival on earth. And we had it here in Ghana in October. And we hope to do it this year in October.
Interesting. Then talk to us about going to the U.S. and maybe how different that was from the Caribbean.
It's different. The Caribbean or Trinidad, wherever you want to say from, is that we are friendly, outgoing, we share. Unlike the US, it's not that close net, but we do. For instance, if you're, for instance, a Ghanaian who live in the US, yes, actually, you find that Ghanaians, they come like people, Caribbean people, they find themselves wherever they are, they get together. Be it in the US, be it in Ghana, we get together because we are similar.
Yeah. So, what made you want to leave America and come to Ghana? How was that encounter with Ghana?
I wanted to come because I wanted to work with the deprived or the vulnerable people in Africa. So hence the reason why I left the US to come to Ghana.
Had you already picked an African country, or what made you choose Ghana?
Yes, because my ancestors were from Ghana. So hence the reason why I chose Ghana.
So, growing up, did you always know that you have Ghanaian ancestry, or is something you found out as an adult?
Growing up,
How are you keeping in touch with your Ghanaian side, still growing up in Trini and even America?
oh, as a child, we didn't do anything with our relatives or whatever. It's as we get adults, then we make contact or connection with others, relatives, friends,
Yeah.
and so forth.
How was it? How was it coming to Ghana? How was your first time? How was that experience?
Oh, it was great because I remember that I came in, my friends from Ghana, when they knew hey, I had the best time. I was very excited. Getting to the airport, then you see a lot of people. It's like, oh my God, I'm excited. So I was very excited. I was happy to meet my people, and the treatment that I got, it was so surreal to me because I had a pre ideas from before of things that people were telling me, oh, this is a bad country, blah 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 blah. But when I got here, that was an experience that I could never forget.
What were some of the preconceived notions you had of Ghana and maybe Africa in general before getting here?
Oh, we had the idea that they are swinging in trees, they're not living in proper houses and things like that. But when you get there, you see mansions upon mansions and mansions, and there are so many things. You see the love of the people. So that was it for me.
Talk to us about settling in and beginning like your groove in Ghana. How was life? How did you begin settling in and just making yourself comfortable in the country?
It was great. I was settled in. I made friends. I opened a business and everything. So for me, no, there was no difficulty. We went through hurdles, which every country you go through, even your home country or wherever it is. So every hurdle is okay. We can jump over that. So it was just great. The
For maybe people who might not know and maybe they're watching and they would be interested in moving and stuff like that, just so that they can know what to expect, what are some of the unique challenges that you face? Because everybody's challenge when they move here is very different.
number one of the things that you have to know is that do research on the countries. Find people that you can talk to. For instance, an example, I was told that you have to use your right hand. So us coming from the Caribbean, the US, it doesn't matter which hand you use, but Africa, no, you cannot. So these are things that people must know because people feel disrespected if you go with your left hand and all of that. So for me, that is the big thing. And coming from the Caribbean, you see that we have really good roads in the Caribbean. And in Ghana, the roads are not that thing to write home about, but we work with it. But some parts, for instance, like here, the roads are fine. Pisano, there are a lot of places that
Beyond the challenges, what would you say have been the highlight moments of your stay in Ghana?
the highlight, one of the highlights moments is that there's so many.
Share with us some.
But okay, that's one of the things that one of the highlight moments when I opened my first business. So that was exciting. And the recent one is that we twin Port of Spain, Trinidad to Kumasi, Ghana. So we twin that. The Ghana Caribbean Chamber headed by my uncle son. So that was also a highlight.
Okay, so you said that earlier on when we were speaking, you were like, there aren't a lot of differences between the Caribbean and here. What are some of the similarities that you've seen living in Ghana and having lived in the Caribbean?
Food. Food. As we were saying before, we have contumely from Ghana. We have kalaloo from Trinidad and Tobago. We have wachi. We call it peas and rice or rice and peas. Around the Caribbean, we have Jamaica, Trinidad, and other islands. So there are similarities. There are a lot of similarities. Okay, for instance, they say fufu in Ghana. In some parts of the Caribbean, we say toto, conglant, or yam. So there's a lot of similarities food-wise. And I must say, sorry, that we have so many similarities. We even look like each other.
Oh,
yes. If you go along the street, you will find somebody looking like you from Trinidad or Barbados or some. We look like because we are one family.
I want to ask, did you feel a sense of coming home and reconnecting with your roots when you came to Ghana, having known that this is where you came from?
Of course.
Talk to us about that.
Certainly. You feel because I was so welcome. The love was there. The care, understanding. Because I didn't know about the shit and business, I was told immediately. So everything, they took me around. So that love and that support, and so I have people like I may not see them every day, but even now, the support and the love is there.
That's very interesting. As we come to a close, you said you are the president of the Caribbean Chamber of Commerce in Ghana. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes, Ghana Caribbean Chamber was founded by a group of Caribbean Ghanaians together. The president is Ghanaian. Stephen Adebrisi is a lawyer coming out. Is a diaspora from the US. Um, the vice president is Nana Kuya, Ghana parentage. She lives in the UK. Who else? The PRO is Carla Zunis. You met her. And who else? There's Tina Boydu, the secretary. There are people from Trinidad and Tobago, Wendell Stevens, etc. Avery Armand. But there's from Jamaica, Peru, Guadeloupe, Makeda.
Wow.
There are so many diverse Barbados, David Clark, Barbados. There are so many.
So, from what I'm hearing, the community of the Caribbean people in Ghana is growing by the day.
Yes. But all the people from the chamber, they are based in their respective countries.
Okay.
So there are some Barbados, Makeda, Guadeloupe, and so we get together. You know, we have Zooms, we have teams, we have our meetings.
Yeah.
Those who are here, we have German and Kuma. He is the communication guy. Because he puts out his newspapers, he does his interviews, everything. You know, there's so many of us that there's a lot of Jamaican group in Trinidad. There's plenty Trinidadians. There's the others islands, small, but we get together.
Yeah. 10 years in Ghana, what lessons would you say you've picked?
What should I say? Discipline, tolerance, and honesty.
For someone who's thinking of moving to Ghana or starting a life here, as someone who's lived here for 10 years, what kind of advice would you give to them?
As I said before, do your research, respect the culture. Sometimes we have our own notion of this. No, take your time, talk to people who have lived here and who are living here, and have an open mind, because your experience may not be mine.
Absolutely.
So you have to open your mind.
Thank you very much, Dr. Susan. How can people find you, maybe to book your services, or like if they're interested in the chamber?
Yes, they can call me at 0266 832950 or 0544 837526.
Okay, so guys, I will attach her details in the description box. If you're interested, she's a trained psychologist by profession. She offers mental health services, so she is a practitioner. If you're interested in booking a session, I'll attach. And if also you're interested in the Chamber of Commerce and you want to do business with them, I will attach their details, and you can always reach out to them. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.